Hi guys, welcome to Wednesday's program. We've got a great mix of both strength and skill work today. We're going to get warmed up with a quick Tabata, and then I'll go over the different options for the workout. I know there's a lot of words written, but don't worry, it's not overwhelming. And then we're going to finish off with some arm work. For the warm-up, it's a Tabata, so 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, one round. We're going to start with some crawling, followed by some squat therapy, a little more crawling with some push-ups, lunges, more crawling, reverse lunges, walking planks, and then we'll finish with some air squats. So for the first movement, our forward and backward crawl, this really just depends on how much space you have in your workout area, but we are going to have the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. If you need to keep the knees on the ground, that's fine. You can just crawl forward and then backward. Ideally though, we want to pick those knees up and crawl. Remember, opposite arm, opposite leg are moving together. After that, we're going to go to our squat therapy. Ideally, we're going to take a forearm distance from the wall. If you know you can be closer to the wall, go ahead and do that. I'm going to have my feet in my squat stance, arms up. I'm going to sit back like I'm sitting into a chair. I'm going to squat all the way down, hang out here for a few seconds, stand up, and repeat that for the full 20 seconds. Next, we're going to go into our bear crawl to push up back to bear crawl. So we're going to get set here in our bear crawl position. I'm going to go out to a plank, do a push-up. I'm going to come back to my bear crawl, and I'm going to move my hands back and my feet back, push up, feet come forward, hands come forward, push up. So it's just a little bit more interesting than just a regular old push-up. So we're just kind of moving the hands and feet together in between the push-ups. Next, we're going to go alternating forward lunges. If you have a seam and the mat at home, then I want you to go ahead and straddle that. Remember, one leg is going to stay on one side of the seam, chest stays tall, front shin stays vertical, back knee ideally kissing the ground. If you need to use an ab mat or something to protect your knee, go ahead and do that. Next, we're going to go lateral crawl. So this is our side-to-side crawl. So same setup as before, and we're just going to move to our side. We're going to make it a little harder, pick the knees up. And again, you're just going however much space you have where you're doing your workout. After that, we're going to go reverse lunges. So again, I'm straddling my seam, just going to kick the leg backward and then alternate. Next, we've got our walking plank. So for this, I want the legs set up just a little bit wider. You're going to go down onto the elbow, come back up, switch sides, and repeat for the full 20 seconds. Lastly is going to be our air squat. So we're just going to go all the way down, stand up, use the arms as leverage to help pull yourself up until those hips and knees are fully extended. Next, we're going to talk about our workout. 45 seconds on, 15-second transition, 4 rounds. There's 4 movements. So the way this works is, if you have a wall, I want you to practice handstand push-ups. And I'll go over the different options here. You can practice one of them, you can practice all of them, whatever makes the most sense for you. Kick up to a hold. We can kick up, slowly lower down, that's our negative. If you have an ab mat or two, you can practice your handstand push-ups to the ab mats. We can do RX, strict or kipping, or if you have a way to elevate your hands, you can do deficit. If you don't have a wall or don't want to practice handstand push-ups and you have your weights, I'm going to show you a couple different options you can use with the weights for some overhead pressing. For our pistols, we've got different options here. You can try, again, any one of these. I do want you to switch legs every other round. So you're going to start with your right leg, the next round left leg, left leg. Minute 3 is going to be a snatch complex. If you have a PVC pipe or a broomstick, go ahead and use that. If not, go ahead and use your kettlebell or dumbbell, and I'll just take you through the complex. You'll do it on each arm, maybe up to 2 times per round. And then lastly, we've got alternating lunges with different hold positions for your weights. So I'll go over the farmer hold, the front rack hold, and the overhead hold. Okay? So first, let's start with our handstand push-ups. So for the kick up, Remember, we want to start with the hands up overhead, so the arms are going to be fully extended. I'm going to plant one leg and then kick up to the wall. I can practice just holding that for the full 45 seconds, or you'll notice after I hold for a few seconds, I'm going to slowly lower my head down. When I lower the head down, I want to get into this nice tripod position with my hands here, the palm of my hand in line with the ab mat, my head, crown of my head towards the USA flag. Okay, that'll be my negative. When I'm down there, I'll go ahead and show you how to kip your handstand push-up, having the butt against the wall, kicking the legs and extending the arms. So, first up, we've got our just kick up to hold. So I'm gonna just pull my head through. My ears are covered by my biceps, my butt is squeezed, my ribs are tucked. From here, what I can do is slowly lower down so my head touches. From here, I can bring the butt to the wall, knees up, and then kick and extend at the same time, pulling those toes towards my shins, okay? So, that covers basically our first 4 movements. Like I said, you could also practice a strict handstand push-up, or if you have a way to elevate your hands for a deficit. For our presses, you're gonna have your weights. If you want to make it more of a strict movement or harder movement, I would go ahead and have a seat on the ground. If you want to, or if you need to use your legs to get the bells up overhead, then go ahead and stay standing. For this, I'm going to demo our push press here. I'm going to drive both arms up overhead. So both are touching the shoulder and then pressing out overhead, okay? What I can also do is alternate. So I'm going to press one up and then I'll come back down and press the other. Okay? I can also add in a negative. So I can press and then 1, 2, 3, and then press up again. And then 1, 2, 3. Just repeat that for the 45 seconds. The other thing I can do is press out overhead, bring one down as I keep the other overhead. Okay, so this is our hardest option because I'm having to lock out that arm while my other arm is moving. Okay, so those are just a few of the options for your presses. For our pistols, we can start with a split squat, where I'm going to stay standing. I'm going to basically go into my lunge position, and then my back knee is going to kiss the ground, and then I'll come standing. Okay, and I would just work this side for the entire minute. For the toe spot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that back leg a little bit closer in line with the heel of my foot, and then from here, I'm primarily focused on this left leg, but my right leg is here just to spot me. Okay. If I want to make it a little bit harder, I can wrap my foot around my calf. So notice that it's not down here touching, it's elevated. Okay? And then I'll go down into my squat and stand. If you have a box or a chair at home, what you can do is get set up just slightly in front of the box, go down until your butt touches, and then stand. Okay? The lower the box, the harder it's going to be. The higher the box, the easier it'll be. If you want to do a full RX pistol, feel free, or what you can do is hold a weight to make it more challenging. For our Snatch Complex, if you've got a PVC or a broomstick, I want you to practice with our snatch grip, so nice wide grip. If you need to, bring that knee up to 90, arms should be out straight, should also be hook gripping. What we're going to do is get set, shoulders down and back. Notice that my knees are pushed out slightly. From here, I'm going to deadlift the bar up to my waist. I'm then going to go into my hinge, where I'm just bending the knee slightly into a high pull. From here, I'm going to go into a hang, snatch, and then I'm going to come all the way down to the ground, snatch. And you'll probably get in several reps during the 45 seconds, so just from the side, I'm going to get set up from the ground. So remember, our first movement is a deadlift, and then we're going to dip and high pull, Then we're going to go into our hang snatch, and then we're going to get set up from the ground for our snatch. If you want to add in a squat, feel free. If you don't have a PVC pipe or broomstick, you can do the same thing with the weight. So I would get set, deadlift, then I'm going to dip, high pull. From here, I'll snatch, and then I'm going to come down from the ground and snatch. If I want to add in that squat, I'll still go through the first few steps where I deadlift, and then dip, high pull. From here, I land in a full squat, come down to the ground, and stand. Lastly here are our lunge positions. So you can do a forward or reverse lunge, whatever is most comfortable to you. The first one, I'm going to have my left arm in a farmer hold, so it's going to be at my waist. My right arm is going to be in a front rack hold. Okay? From here, I'm going to go into my alternating lunges. I suggest if you are left-handed, you start with your left hand in that front rack position. On the next round, what you're going to do is switch this. So this hand will be down at your side, this hand will be in that front rack position. I can go into a reverse lunge or alternating forward lunge. Okay. For the last two rounds, we're going to have one hand overhead, the other in the front rack position. And then I'll lunge. And then the last round, I'll just switch. So this time my right arm will be in that front rack, left arm will be overhead. And what this is going to do is really challenge your core to stabilize while you have these weights in different positions on each side of your body. Last is our arm finisher. So we know that beach season is coming upon us soon. We're going to work 3 rounds for quality, rest 30 to 60 seconds between rounds. First one is going to be 15 to 20 banded or dumbbell or kettlebell reverse flies, or if you don't have a band or weights, lying prone swimmers. After that, we've got 15 to 20 bicep curls, 15 to 20 tricep extensions. So for our reverse flies, you're going to get set up. If you have your band, you're going to pull basically in this position here. So that was with the band. If I've got my dumbbells, so notice I'm not like rocking my head or my neck or anything. I'm using my back muscles to move the weights. If you don't have light enough weights to do that, what you're going to do is get set up on the ground. Arms are going to be out in front of you. You're going to raise them up, pull them back onto your back, and then come forward. Make sure that the arms stay hovering the whole time. For our bicep curls, you can use your dumbbells, or you can set up with your band, like so, and you're just going to bicep curl to the chest. For the dumbbells, we've got a couple options. You can do a regular bicep curl, you can do a hammer curl, or you can do a Zottoman curl, where you're going to curl, rotate, and come down with the palms facing you. So again, palms are facing out, I curl, rotate, palms go down. Our last one is our tricep extension. So for this, I'm going to have the band anchored underneath the foot, and then I'm just going to pull it up, back behind me. And then from here, I will press out. If you've got your weights, there's 2 light weights. You can hold one in each hand, or typically we'll do what we'll do is hold one head with both hands and then extend. So again, guys, you're going 3 rounds, 15 to 20 reps of each of those. I know this looks like a lot. I just want to give you a lot of options while you're at home, since I know many of you have different pieces of equipment, different setups for your workout areas. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. You can shoot me a message, text message, whatever you'd like. Please don't skip this day. I know a lot of people want to skip like skill days, but I mean, this is the kind of stuff that you should really be working on while you're at home. So that way when you come back to the gym, you can hit the ground running with your handstand push-ups, your pistols, etc. So guys, as always, move well, have fun, good luck.